You know what? I feel like I'm going to have to elevate our relationship to more than just cheap sexual threats, because now you are a best-selling New York Times author, and I.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be more pompous than ever. That's like Golden Globe nominee. I'm going to just milk that baby for the rest of my life. New York Times best-selling author John Fugelsang. Trolls.
Right.
That's how you address me with your hate speech. Thank you very much.
Sir John Fugelsang, bitches. That's right.
New York Times best-selling author who looks like K.D. Lang's deranged sister. Yes, I know what you say, but still, get the right title there.
And I was saying all morning, so proud of you. You were so fantastic on Daily Show.
I mean, this is the book we've all agreed on. This is the book they're using. This is the book they are using to force a very narrow, Jesus-free version of Christianity into our lives, our public schools, our government. That's the Seven Mountain Mandate. And they're not fighting for anything Jesus actually talked about. Like, if I'm in a band and I call myself a Rolling Stones cover band, and I advertise that I'm a Rolling Stones cover band, but I only know songs by Nickelback and Vanilla Ice, I need to find a new name for my group. And so I got, again, like, it's up to all of us, you know? Make them argue with the Bible. I have this happen all the time on SiriusXM. Take immigration. Like, you don't have to fight about this. God commands us to welcome the stranger all throughout the Hebrew scriptures. God says we have to treat the alien as one of our own. His son Jesus shows up, whether it's real or not, and commands us, individuals and nations, to welcome the stranger. So my question to Uncle Racist is, why should I listen to you and Donald Trump and ignore God and Jesus? You don't need to fight these people. They can fight Jesus and God, and this book, hopefully, will set you up to do it.
Today's ripped from the headline.
Right-wing hypocrites!
Oklahoma State Superintendent Ryan Walters has resigned after porn allegations. He's the guy who directed public schools to incorporate the Christian Bible and Ten Commandments into instruction.
Oh, the Donald Trump Bible, Steffi. The Donald Trump, the one that burst into flames inside a church.
The one that only includes the first 10 amendments. It doesn't include the amendments that come after that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 13 doesn't make it there.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, but there's.
It does include the Lee Greenwood lyrics, though. God bless. It doesn't get rid of it doesn't have emancipation, but it has Lee Greenwood. It's a great Bible.
The hypocrisy is always the story, John. Right up to the Charlie Kirk Memorial in Arizona making Grindr completely melt down.
Always, but that's Jesus. Look, the only sexual sins that Jesus ever calls out in the entire Bible are adultery and guys who dump their wives. Jesus doesn't he's so not occupied with slut shaming and so opposed to it. And you know, this whole movement is just about judgment. It's not about following this guy.
And the bullying, it starts from the top with Trump and the name calling. And then, you know, what did we say yesterday? J.D. Vance called John Favreau a dipshit. Sorry. Yes, can't say that.
Sorry.
On social media.
Oh, that Howard Stern job has corrupted my mouth.
Yeah.
Elon Musk uses the word retard repeatedly.
Well, that's my issue. Yeah. Grown men over 14 using that word.
Yeah, I mean, this some guy, Jeremy Carl, a top Trump State Department nominee, deleted thousands of social media posts, many demonstrating a history of inflammatory commentary, including incendiary posts about race, claims that peaceful coexistence with Democrats is impossible, even a call for a political opponent to face the death penalty. Thousands of his deleted, because the internet, there's a Wayback Machine, people. The internet never dies.
But also, you know, we got to talk more about how the algorithm is designed to make awful men wealthy by making all of us hate each other. I mean, the internet, this is what the internet did. It was going to bring us closer together, and what it actually has done has shown it's very profitable to get us hating each other and staying online, getting angrier and angrier and angrier. And you know, the hate goes in my own heart. If I let myself fall into hate against these people, I'm going to say stupid stuff too.
Well,
but
so
these
he deleted at least 5,000 tweets. He repeatedly described as political prisoners the J6 rioters. He expressed sympathy for them. Multiple Trump appointees have histories of racist, violent, white supremacist, even pro-Nazi tweets.
Yes, they do.
Far, it has not stopped any of them from being confirmed, is the saddest part of that.
Correct. Thanks, Democrats. Yeah. Hasn't stopped any of them. The corruption hasn't stopped. But again, like, that's the whole deal with Trump as well. I mean, this is a Republican Party that believes beating the crap out of cops on the Capitol steps for a lie is acceptable. And what I'm excited about is that I've decided I am putting all my faith and belief in the millennial and Gen Z moral intellectual backlash.
No, Sean's been on his phone all morning. He can't help you.
Well,
No,
Sean,
no, I'm telling you, man. There is going to be. I think that young people are going to just have such a backlash of intelligence and decency against this ugly last vestige of the 20th century white supremacy that has just infested our 21st century. That's what this is. You know, always in the movie, when you kill the monster and then you relax and then the monster rises one last time. And that's what Donald Trump's presidency has been, right? The monster of white supremacy, the ugliest parts of American ignorance in the 20th century, coming back for one last terror before it finally goes away. Young people are going to reject
Yes,
it.
Sean, our millennial, and Bella, our Gen Z,
Right.
continually make me go,
But
funnier
young
and
people-
smarter than I am, and but I love
You know
them
what?
and hate
In
them.
20 years, you're not going to be able to get away with beating up on trans people the way you can now. Like with gay people, it's so much harder now because every generation is getting more moral and more disgusted at this regressive conservative prejudice where they only do it to get low wattage white people to vote to cut the taxes of guys like Elon Musk. That's the whole scam, and I just think the backlash of intelligence and decency from young people against this is going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't wait to grow old watching it.
You mentioned the gay 90s back when you
Yes.
did your interview. And did you know that in the 90s in Palm Beach, apparently systematic child rape was not bad? Did you see that Trump said that this week? Things are people understand how it's Palm Beach in the 90s.
It was different.
Yeah, you had to be there. I mean, yeah, well, systematic child rape and protecting it is acceptable now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you think we're ever going to hear about Tylenol and autism again?
Yeah.
You think they're ever going to talk about that again? When I watched that the other day, an RFK with his breathing sounding like Darth Vader's sleep apnea machine, and like talking about and Trump can't pronounce acetaminophen. We've gone from Republican presidents who can't pronounce nuclear to millionaire at birth Republicans can't pronounce acetaminophen. Dr. Oz, Steffi, Dr. Oz looked as embarrassed on that stage as I looked when I had to interview Dr. Oz on TV. And they are never going to mention it again. Trump is programming a reality show. It didn't test well with the audiences. You're never going to hear the Tylenol crap again. That was that day's Epstein distraction.
I know. I was just going to say, I still think this Epstein thing is what's going to break this whole thing wide open. I mean,
that and the tariffs,
they are in a panic now that we have the votes. I would not put it past them to shut down the government to stop this. This is my latest.
They're trying to rig it in Texas a year and a half early. They're in such a panic.
This is my latest big bag of rats. Pam Bondi claimed Kash Patel's FBI was trying to destroy her by leaking information about the battle raging over the Epstein case. A series of key missteps
Let it happen, yes.
A series of key missteps has helped keep what is arguably Trump's most hated issue squarely in the spotlight, with many of the MAGA faithful blaming Bondi for the fiasco and demanding she be fired. When Bondi complained to the White House about the criticism, Trump told her essentially to toughen up. Oh, and don't take Tylenol. Toughen up, don't take Tylenol.
You know, can you believe when a bunch of completely selfish narcissists try to work together and don't get along and turn on each other? Who could have seen this coming? It's literally a movement of the most selfish people who don't care about the less fortunate or people who look different. They celebrate it. Their entire economic system is based on rewarding the powerful. And what a shock that these narcissists, once they're all together, can't get along. What a shock that Trump and Elon couldn't stay BFFs more than 4 months.
Weird.
I mean, I'm still waiting for Trump and Rudy to turn on each other.
I have another layer of big bag of rats. This is Peter Navarro throwing Jim Jordan under the bus. Here we go.
Jim Jordan is the biggest disappointment of my life. Jim Jordan sits on his ass, and he's done it for years. I love the guy. I've been on Air Force One a couple of times with him. It's got to be said. He's not doing his job.
Oh, yeah, do it. My favorite kind of civil war is Confederate versus Confederate. Can I tell you? Love it.
It's a Civil War reenactment when they shoot the people on the same side.
Just the Confederates shooting the Confederates. That's going to be the next year. It's going to be it's going to be like the Democrats were 1 year ago. It's going to be all finger pointing and blame for the Republicans for the next 3 years. Enjoy it a little bit.
Because he's not doing enough to prosecute Trump's enemies. Jim Comey is the latest Rubicon we crossed yesterday, John. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
They did it, and Trump doesn't care. Like, Trump doesn't need probable cause. He doesn't need possible cause. He just needs a grudge and a lawyer willing to humiliate themselves in a suit. And this whole thing is Trump is not intending to ever put Jim Comey in jail. He's trying to bankrupt him like he's trying to bankrupt Letitia James. You see, we have a constitution with an emoluments clause that says presidents can't get rich off the job, but Democrats and Republicans don't really care. and they don't ever talk about it. So Trump has made $5 billion off his crypto scam since January. No president has ever profited $5 billion in the office. Do you people understand how sci-fi corrupt this is? So now Trump's whole goal is he doesn't need to win. He can set money on fire in the lawsuits. He's going to have frivolous suits against Tish James, James Comey, anyone who ever told the truth about him, because he doesn't care about putting them in jail. He wants to bankrupt them.
Yeah.
And his lawyers know it's all crap. I mean, all of his lawyers, it's just whatever daddy says. Prosecutors wrote Lindsay Halligan a memo saying, there's no crime here, don't do this. And she's like, got it, so we're indicting him, right? I mean, and it's not like the whole legal team is from Chuck E. Cheese. They're doing billable hours. They are bleeding Donald Trump for money. Like, they don't care that there's no case.
Yeah.
Trump doesn't care that there's no case. They're just spending money to enrich law firms and impoverish people who've criticized Trump.
Yep.
It is pure abuse of power, just like we saw with Brendan Carr.
You know what's worth impoverishing yourself for, America, is buying Separation of Church and Hate by John Fugelsang.
Look at you.
Do that now. It is worth it.
Well worth it.
Love you, John. So proud of you.
Sold out on Amazon for 3 weeks. Out of stock. Out
Yay.
of stock on Amazon.
That's
So
awesome.
proud of you, my friend. If you're a homeowner in America, you need to listen to this. The FBI has been warning about a type of real estate fraud on the rise called title theft. Yikes. And your equity is the target. Here's how it works. Criminals can forge your signature on a single document, use a fake notary stamp, file it with the county, and just like that, on record, they own your home. Using your ownership, they can take out loans against your equity or even sell your property, and you won't even know about it until a foreclosure or a collection notice shows up in your mail. Yeah, that's why I have partnered with Home Title Lock, so you can protect your equity and find out today if you're already a victim. Go now to HometitleLock.com/Stephanie. You'll get a free title history report and a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of all of your title records, urgent alerts to any changes, and if fraud occurs, their U.S.-based restoration team will spend up to $1 million to fix it. Don't be a victim. Protect your equity today. Go to HometitleLock.com/Stephanie. One more time, that's HometitleLock.com/Stephanie.